Welcome to Vaught-Hemingway Stadium in Oxford, Mississippi. A day full of college football has been great, but there's something special about a Saturday night game. It's the Arkansas Razorbacks and the Ole Miss Rebels. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Checking in with the Ole Miss head coach before the game. Even though their opponent today is not ranked in the top 25, Coach has been warning his players all week. Do not overlook anyone. We have to be the best version of ourselves today. I'll keep you posted on how it's going at halftime. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Rebels ready to kick it away first. He'll return it. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So Arkansas's offense comes onto the field first today. And standing in the way is one of the best defensive lines in the country.
And man, he is going to be tasked at that QB spot with a tremendous challenge. This unit, they're top 10 in sacks, and they're going to be pinning their ears back, flying around like you've watched them on tape. And so, Palmer, when you're a QB, man, and you know you're going against guys that can get to you fast, that win, that hit quarterbacks, like what's going through your head to start a football game?
You are not going to be able to get through your entire progression. You are going 1 to 2, and if that's not open, you're taking off or you're throwing it away. You better know where your check down throw is each and every time you drop back, because against this pass rush, you are not going to have a lot of time.
Jackson will throw. Not able to hook up the air.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a spot in the middle. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. And the Razorbacks are moving quickly down the field. The run inside. It's Russell. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Finds his man on the RPO. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there. The Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Look out! This time on target. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Gives it. Nice move to keep running. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Jackson gonna throw it. Ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
And that's a frustrating end to a promising drive. When you get the first drive, you start to go down the field, get in the enemy territory, thinking you might get points, and you do what you can't do. You make that mistake, put the ball on the deck, defense recovers, and gets the momentum in this football.
The Rebels offense will now get its first chance with the football. And Deuce Knight will be running the show here. He was sacked 4 times and threw a couple of interceptions last time out. He is snowed under nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long. Just feeds the running back. Breaks into the open. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Follows his blocks. It's Daniels.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Soften him up with a run. Now to throw. Couldn't set his feet.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Knight. Out wide right, it's Daniels. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. And the Rebels go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Wants to throw on 1st. Hauls it in.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Keeping his eyes downfield. Trying to escape and get it himself. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. 3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here. They'd be looking at a 53-yard field goal from here. Instead, they'll try to pick it up on 4th down. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass, and you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play, and now their offense is coming on the field.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Russell. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. 2nd and long here. From the gun. Makes the grab. It's clapped. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Drops back on 1st down. Under pressure. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. The Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Straight ahead, it's Russell. He had a whole host of defenders he had to dodge in the backfield.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that length and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Rush is on. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. So far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack. And the Razorbacks will try to pin them back with the punt. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Hits inside, it's Turner. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Scoreless as we head into the second quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Changing the routes with his receivers. Back to throw, it's Knight. Rush right in his face. Just gets rid of that one.
Defense did a great. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Needs it here on 4th down. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. The Rebels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Draw play, it's Turner. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Draws and screens are a great way to slow down really aggressive pass rushers. It allows the defensive ends and the defensive tackles to run upfield. The offensive linemen kind of push them upfield, go down to the next level, try to sneak in a big play.
They've already converted once on 4th down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere 4-down territory. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Makes the grab. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Rebels are rolling down the field. Fresh set of downs going up top. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Big loss on the last play threatens to knock this drive off course. It's 2nd and 16.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle, back on the line, make the defense communicate. Maybe you can catch them sleeping.
I like the idea of going draw there. You're trying to sell past, but you still need to do a better job up front executing those blocks. There's too many one-on-ones where they got beat, and as a result, they suffer a negative play.
They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Moves the pocket. It's Knight. Buying a little time to his left. He'll pull it down. At the 35, he's open. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
The Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. That's caught. It's Daniels. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that 1st down. He couldn't get close to the marker, got 3 yards, but it'll be 4th and 3. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Got to make the play on 4th. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. 2nd and goal coming up. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
3rd and goal, the offense still trying to run the football here. And how about the individual effort up front by this defender? Getting penetration and now setting up 4th down.
Not much reason to be surprised. They'll try to convert their 5th 4th down of this drive. They'll run him again. And nothing doing on the ground. This defense having none of it and stopping him on 4th down.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
Jackson will throw. Oh, pressure's coming. And they got him for a safety.
But you came into this one thinking it might be a defensive struggle. And how about this unit? How aggressive have they been early in the game? They're just getting after their opponent, and they come away scoring the first points of the game here in the 2nd quarter with a safety.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Sees a crease. Just ran him over. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Rebels come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Looking for a crease. There he goes. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. He'll move it ahead, and a good productive play on the ground. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll send the back in motion. Got an alley. Fighting off the defender. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. Inside a minute to play in the half. Might we get a touchdown after all before the break? All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play. Boy, it was like the defender heard the play call. He was ready for that one.
One of the things is diagnose and go get it. They saw it and they went and got it. They were not letting that ball go to the wide side of the field.
Could be an alley. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Rebels come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Drives inside. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. Ole Miss calls its second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Rolls right. Bought a little time. Lets it go. Touchdown, Ole Miss! A great catch and run for 6.
This has been an outstanding job by this football team in the middle 8, right? The last 4 minutes of the first half, they score a touchdown, and here in the first 4 minutes of the second half, they score another. They've changed the scoreboard. They've changed the momentum. Their confidence right now is very, very high. But this is one of those areas, situationally in a game, coaches are always harping on, and they have executed perfectly.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting first half, fellas, and an eye-opening day here in Week 10 on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with the South Carolina Gamecocks taking on the number 14 team, the Memphis Tigers.
The Razorbacks will kick it off to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Single back formation, and they give it to him. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Rebels will have it 1st and 10. Makes a man miss. They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
The Rebels kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. The give to the big fullback. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Sixth play of the drive coming up. Looking downfield, it's Knight. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Right side, it's Cook. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can spell the touchdown from here. And the Rebels, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Run in the red zone, it's Daniels. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Rebels. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. On play action. Trying to get it away, and he cannot. The quarterback is sacked, and so is the two-point conversion attempt. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Cuts it upfield. It's Russell. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2. And the Razorbacks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to go up top on second down. Out wide left, it's Watkins. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they've kick-started this drive with that one.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Turns it upfield. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Jackson gonna throw it. Snags it. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense trying to take it back. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Rebels. The defense takes matters into its own hands. The AT unit on the field. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And he's coming out of the end zone. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. The snap wants to throw to start this drive. Snagged in the middle. It's Watkins. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Sells to fake. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Jackson will throw. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. He saw an incomplete.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Snapped on 4th down. Fires to the right. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. Sends it back in motion. Give to the running back. He gets awfully close to the first down, but I think he's going to be just a hair short.
What an unbelievable effort that time by the running back. Great vision and showing off his speed. And now with that big gain, he puts his head coach in a position where he's going to have to make a decision here what he wants to do on 4th and short.
They'll go to the fullback. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time. The Rebels have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Looking for a man. It's Knight. Out wide right, it's Smith. Run ends there. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll go to the air. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, in these goal line situations, the field starts...
Hang on just a second. I think they're going to try to get the touchdown here. Man, this could be a gamble, guys. They could come up empty. They're all over it. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on 4th. Offense in a bunch formation. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Picked off, a turnover in their own end. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Left side is Smith. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. And the field goal unit is on the field. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Leaves it in his belly. Can't get him to the ground. He works his way up to the 20-yard line and goes out of bounds there. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quarterback keep. Makes a man miss. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Quarterback keeps it. Makes his man miss. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. The Razorbacks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The pull and throw off the RPO. Pull down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down. Last completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Jackson gonna throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the catch. It's Clapp. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Wants to throw one first. Here comes the heat. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton